just wanted to make this video to help anyone who's reviewing my unit more understand the layout of my class and how to navigate through the website to view each different assignment and each task that students will be doing throughout the unit. Thank you again for taking the time to review this, especially over your summer. I really appreciate your help in making my master's program as successful as possible. So the link that I shared with you should take you straight to this first page of Unit 6, which I've called A Brief History of Earth. All of my assignments are laid out on my website. And it's not just for this unit. It's not something new that I've been doing. I started doing this at the beginning of the school year, and I have all my different science units laid out on the website. You're welcome to look through those if you want, but we're going to be focusing on Unit 6. So the idea of the layout of this was developed by a teacher at Polaris named Nickel Wolverton. And it's an idea that allows students to work in a semi-self-paced manner. So for each unit, there's a set date that starts it, and there's a set end date. But students can work at their own pace throughout that unit. And what I found doing this for a semester is that 90% of the students are able to get through the work necessary, which we've deemed as Black Diamond. So 90% of the students can get through the Black Diamond work. I found about 40 to 50% of the students complete the Double Black Diamond project, which takes the information they've learned and really applies it into a new setting to really demonstrate a really deep understanding of the information. And that's how they would earn their 4 or above expected, above grade level expectation grade. So we'll kind of get through that. But these skills all build upon each other, and it's set up like a ski slope where you need to be able to do a green circle on a ski slope. You have to be able to master that before you're going to be comfortable moving up to a blue square slope and going down that steeper slope. And then once you've mastered blue square, you'll be able to be more comfortable on a black diamond, all the way up to double black diamond. So this is kind of set out like a ski slope, which is good for Colorado as well. So the whole goal is that each new section isn't just random information, but these are kind of skills that build on top of each other throughout. So you won't be successful in the blue square unit if you don't already know the information from the green circle section of the unit. So having said all of that, let's kind of go through this unit really quickly so that you can find the information as quickly and as easily as possible when you're reviewing this unit. So we start with a long-term learning target. This is the learning target that describes the entire unit. I'm not going to read everything out for you. You guys can do that. And then we go into this specific green circle learning target. So I can determine the relative age of rock strata and fossils using the laws of relative age dating. And the very first thing that students are going to do is take the pretest. It's based on the biological evolution survey. I've modified it to be more grade level appropriate. But the very first task students will do is take this survey. You can click here to look at how that's organized. They will all do that together. This will be the first thing, since everyone starts each new unit at the exact same time. They will all take this survey at the exact same time. No materials will be out on desks. And then from there, it really becomes self-paced for the rest of this unit. And my role as the teacher is to walk around and ask them guiding questions. If they're falling a little bit behind the expected pace, remind them to get back on track or help them make better seating choices. I've found this is really, really successful because I've eliminated myself from the front of the classroom and spending a lot of time giving instructions. And now students can do the instructions on their own from the website, and I'm there to clarify. I've had a lot deeper conversations with students about the material since switching to this. It's been really successful. Once you've done the survey, here is the Google Classroom where I've hosted assignments. This is done with my personal Gmail. So you can click the link to go here. Here's the join code. Since it's a personal email, I believe any website or any email address should be able to join my class. If for some reason that's not working, please feel free to email me and I'll figure out how to get you into the class or get you copies of the different assignments in the Google Classroom. That's task 2. Task 3 is just for students to make a new science notebook page. They keep a very, very organized science notebook in my class for all the different units. So they make a title page here. They're going to be putting in a checklist page as well. So this website, I need to publish the website. I've made a little bit of a change to this. This is from Unit 4. I have the Unit 6 stuff built in. I just haven't published the website yet. Task 4 is going to be looking at sediment, so they'll do that. Looking at task 5, going through. I'm not going to go through every single assignment. You guys are going to do that. But the idea with this is since I'm not at the front of the class doing instructions and students start spreading out when they complete the work, I actually have time to have them show me every assignment after they've completed it. So if they do a Google Classroom assignment before they turn it in, they have to show me their work. I talk them through what they've done and how it could be improved if it could be improved. And then they can make those changes right then. So this has allowed real-time feedback in class. They don't have to wait a day or two for me to grade the assignment. And then I hope that they look at that and make any revisions. Their revision process takes place immediately in class, which has also been really, really successful. So they start working through these tasks. When they get to the end of a section, it says, show Mr. Tanner your science notebook pages and make sure he records your grade. So students have to take a lot of ownership for this part. So they need to show me their notebook pages so we can talk through it before they'll get a grade. Just leaving their notebook is not good enough. So students are taking a lot more ownership here. They go back through and complete the checklist and make sure all of the tasks have been completed. And then they take a LevelUp quiz. So this quiz is kind of is a formative assessment that tells them that they're ready to engage in the blue square material. These are always open note quizzes, so they can use their science notebooks and they can take the quiz as many times as they need to, but they have to earn a 100%. If there's a quiz with short answer questions, they have to show me that question after they've submitted it so I can tell them if that score would receive full points. And the purpose of redoing this over and over again is I don't want students who just rush through it and get a grade. Maybe they don't care as strongly about their grades and then they move on to the next section. We want them to make sure they're actually learning the material before they move on. Once they've passed that LevelUp quiz, they can move to the blue square section. And it just works very, very similarly throughout. They have these different tasks. This is set up using the 5E model. So they have an engage activity, an explore activity. Sometimes there's multiple, an explore or an engage, explain, elaborate. It goes on from there, but they just keep working through these tasks, filling out their science notebook pages, showing me their work as they go along until they complete the unit. So you should be able to view every single document, every video should be open and viewable to you. Again, if something is missing or doesn't work as a link, make sure you let me know and I'll get that feedback to you. But I really, really appreciate your help with this and helping me make this unit as good as it can possibly be. Please reach out if you have any questions on how this works. Thanks.